What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and boy do I have a huge video for you guys today. Now, I haven't done a lot of videos lately, but I wanted to jump on because I finally got some books in the mail, and I finally got something incredible that I was able to snag off of an IG live sale. It's not a comic, but it's something that I've always wanted in my personal collection, and I was finally able to snag it, and I'm so happy to show you guys what it is. It's something that's really, really cool, and it's really something that I've always wanted. So, like I said, I got books off of eBay, I got books off of Instagram live sales, and I think that's it for this video. I do have some other stuff coming that was from a straight up comic dealer, but that's for another video. But before we get into these books, guys, I want you to hit that subscription button. I want you to like this video, and I also want you to turn on the notification bell so you can guys get alerts when I finally go live or throw up videos so you guys see what I'm actually putting out there. So if anybody hasn't noticed, I've added some new lighting to my cabinets back there, switched some books around. So eventually I'm going to do another comic room tour. That's always fun, but for right now, we're here for a haul, and I have some really cool stuff to show you guys. So let's start with the first book. And the first book I picked up off of Instagram, and it was just somebody I didn't know off of IG that was selling a few books, and it's a book I didn't have in my collection, and that book is Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man number 64, which you all know is the first Cloak and Dagger. This is probably about an 8.0 copy. Very nice looking copy of this book, and an inexpensive book. So anytime I could find an inexpensive key, I always pick it up, and it just so happens to have, I do not have this in a collection, and now I do. And of course, this is a newsstand as well, which I didn't notice till now. I'm not a huge newsstand, direct edition collector, so when I find nice little surprises like that, it's always nice. So that's a cool book that I add to collection. I will press that book myself. Definitely not going to get it graded. It'll stay raw, and it'll hang on my my raw wall. The next book I picked up is a book that I got off of eBay. I used to have this book in a graded 4.5, and it wasn't moving, wasn't appreciating value, and it's a pretty big book in my opinion. And that is Fantastic Four number 45, a first appearance of the Inhumans. But as you guys know, everything Fantastic Four right now is jumping through the roof because of the whole MCU Fantastic Four announcement. This book really hasn't moved much though. Maybe it's gone up, and this is probably about a 4.0, a 4.5. So this is a decent copy. Again, maybe it looks a little better than that. I'm gonna call this a 5.0. There's a little bit of a water stain here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So that's probably what keeps it at a 4.0 or 4.5. But other than that, it looks beautiful. I wanted this book raw. Only want my big keys to be in slabs. Anything that's minor right now, I want to collect raw. And most of the books that I have been picking up recently are raw as well. And there is a reason for that. I feel like everything is slab right now, and there is no replacement for actually flipping through a book and looking at it and having it in your hand. So a lot of the books I pick up from here on out are going to be raw books. But again, another book I wanted to add back to the collection, and I'm glad I have it. The next book is another duplicate, a book I already have, but again, a book that I'm going to pick up every time I see it if it's affordable. And again, a book I really think that will keep appreciating in value, and that is Amazing Spider-Man number 31, first appearance of Harry Osborn, Gwen Stacy. This book was listed at $250. I did not pay that for this book. I paid about $225, I think. I got this off of Instagram live sale. It is a lower grade copy of this book. It's graded at a 2.5 by the seller, and I'll probably agree with that. There's some spine wear here that you guys can see, hopefully, that brings this book down. There's also wear on the top with some color breaks, and on the bottom corner as well. Sorry for the glare. You can see right down here, there's some color breaks. But either way, a 2.5, a beautifully bright red color though. One of my favorite early Spider-Man books. And again, another book I really wanted to have a duplicate copy of in the collection. And of course, I have it raw. My other copy is raw as well, by the way. But with everything Spider-Gwen, going through the roof, it's nice to have her first appearance in the collection and have a duplicate just in case we ever see Gwen Stacy back in a Spider-Man movie, which I hope we do, because I don't think she was done great in the Raimi series, and I love Emma Stone, but we didn't really get it. We got the same kind of story told again. So let me show you guys what this is. This is a book I also got off of eBay that I actually thought I got a good deal on it because this book was out of control because of the whole one of the TV series that was recently been on Disney Plus. So I think I got a good deal on it. It's a book I've always wanted in a collection, but probably should have jumped on it a lot earlier, but I don't know how much they had left in this character, and they showed us there is a little bit left in the character, so I kind of opened this up and didn't fully, unbox it for you guys. This way I can do a little bit of a unboxing on camera. So I always love the cellophane wrap that people put on this stuff. I don't know why we would do that, but I guess maybe for moisture. But regardless, anybody who's been watching my channel recently, I told you guys I'm going to do a video for my new arcade machine that I built from scratch. That video hopefully will be out next week at some point. I'm just waiting for the last part to come in before I go through that video. Any of the arcade enthusiasts out there like I am. I know mostly this is a comic channel, but like I said, we're a collectibles channel, so to me that's part of being collectible. So I'm almost got this this cellophane off. There we go. All right, so I got a lot of cardboard here. Massive cardboard. This has to be like at least a ½ inch thick, which is crazy for cardboard. All right, so very good. I'm super happy to have this book. It's actually a lot nicer than I thought. There's a little bit of color breaking towards the center of the book, which I knew about, but here you go. Here is Avengers number 57, the first appearance of the Vision. Again, a beautiful red-colored Silver Age book. Again, I've wanted this book for a while, but because we've had Vision in the MCU for a long period of time, I really wasn't sure how much this book would appreciate, but we saw what West Coast Avengers has done, which is absolutely insane just from seeing the White Vision on the TV series. And this book is still affordable for a major Avengers character to be affordable. I paid $300 for this book, and I'm going to call this probably a 4.0 or 4.5 again. Again, it looks really nice. There's, like I said, there's some color breaks. Let me see if I can get this. There you go. You can see it right here. Some color breaks that go along here. It's not a subscription crease, which is weird. But just a little bit of a color break. And, of course, the edge has some edge wear right along this area. But other than that, this book looks pretty good. The reds are reds. The pinks are pinks. And it's just a beautiful Silver Age book. And I'm happy to have this raw. Like I said, a lot of the books that I'm going to be collecting that aren't massive books, I'm going to be picking up raw and adding them to my raw collection. So, again, I'm super happy to have this book in my hands finally. It's been a long time coming. But Avengers 57, First Vision. We can add that to the stack. Now for the big thing. The big thing that I'm so happy to have. And I started opening it only because I don't want to be fumbling around. So here we go. Not big. Kind of looks like a comic. But it's not. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So I've always wanted a piece of original art. I would love to have, original art from a comic book, but that's just going to be tens of thousands of dollars, if not more. So that's something I probably will never attain. But this is something that I, from a pretty famous artist that I was happy to have. And it's from one of my favorite characters ever. And the fact that he drew it in the style of the King, I really just had to have it. So I picked up a Neil Adams original art of the Incredible Hulk, Jack Kirby style. This is drawn by Neil. He even has a certificate of authenticity. I actually got this from Neil himself from Elite Comics 11. Had during his Claim Fest, had Neil on, and you had some original art that you could purchase. So penciled. Hulk in pencil and ink by Neil Adams. So he not only did he sketch it, but he also inked it. And I think this is absolutely amazing. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge Incredible Hulk fan. One of my all-time favorite characters growing up. This and Spider-Man were my two favorites. Just an amazing piece of artwork. The fact that he has that Kirby style on the Hulk. And we all know Neil Adams, he's a Batman, he's a Superman. Very few Marvel pieces that I was a fan of Neil's, but this was just, I was just drawn to it. This Kirby style Hulk. He did have one that was colored that was a lot more money. I didn't want to go up that high, but you know, I actually prefer sketches and not to be totally colored. So to me, this is beautiful. I'm gonna get this framed. I'm gonna hang it somewhere in this room, probably over the Miss Pac-Man by the AF-15 over there. That's a good spot. But again, this is a personal grail for me to have a piece of original art by a famous comic artist. You know, I wish I could own something by Jack Kirby or John Romita Sr., but that's going to be way out of my price range. So to me, this was a nice enough piece that I could add this to the room, to the collection, and just admire it from afar. So that's it for this haul, guys. If anybody who hasn't checked out my Instagram, I've been selling some huge books lately. I sold a Giant Size X-Men 1. I sold a Black Cat Mystery 50, a Hulk 181, and a bunch of smaller books, and a few other big books. Like I said, the things are going crazy right now in the comic book industry. Things are just selling for astronomical prices. I feel like a lot of these older books are unattainable. So if you can afford something now's the time, I think, to jump on it, because if things keep going the way they are, no one's going to be able to afford anything. So be careful, though. I will say that. Don't overpay for something if you can't, but if it's something you really want, then go for it. So that's it for this video, guys. I think I have someone who wants to say something behind me. So Spider-Man himself.
Hi. I returned to YouTube finally after like 6 months. So yeah, if you want to check out my channel, it's named Rye Comics Guy. Rye Comics Guy, back on the scene. So, oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I do have one other thing to show you guys. My fault. My local comic shop picked up a collection, and there was some amazing kind of like artwork that was picked up in the collection that was absolutely cheap that I wanted to show you guys also. So let me show you. I picked up 3 of the pieces because everyone knows I'm a huge Marvel fan. They're almost like wooden boards that you can hang on the wall. There's an Iron Man one, which is really cool. I mean, they're used, obviously. They're not new, but this thing is really cool. Wall decor. I had a Captain America one, which I picked up. These were $15 each. The first 2 I showed you was $15 each for this nice wooden, comic art, which I think is real cool. And, of course, I picked this one up. This was $20, but I couldn't say no when I saw this. So he posted this on his Facebook or Instagram, and I told him, hey, dude, hold me this because I want it. Awesome. This thing is huge. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I think this one belongs to the guy behind me. He'll get this one, but the other 2, we'll see. So, but like I said, for the prices I saw these for, they're just amazing, and why not? For $15-20, I couldn't pass it up. So, like I said, guys, that's it for the video. It's a big haul, a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get the notifications. Like this video if you like it. And I'll talk to you guys soon.